here's all the cowboy car crusher. Here's how the interior of this unit is. It's kind of Unity. It's got this little foot pedal on the floor thing to move the... but anyways, we're feeding the mill this morning. I'm gonna try to make a video that I don't have to cut and fart around with to save Logger Wade. So basically, Logger Wade, talking to myself third person, Logger Wade is being lazy in more ways than one. Oh, you son of a biscuit. I'm feeding the mill this morning. We're on hickory. This is 12-foot stuff, and there is a 14-footer mixed in here. Oh, come on. Come on, do something, loader. If I can get the loader to run, I'd run. Okay, Rick and Ball is not here this morning. Rick and Ball had a late night wolf packing. He's all about that wolf pack. They got that's their Crawford County wolf pack. So anyways, I'm feeding the mill this morning, and I thought this only first time I've really fed the mill with you on YouTube, so I thought I'd share a few things. The guys are out. There's about 6 loads of logs this morning to bring in, and the guys are out. Derek, all the truckers, Stevie, headed out to the woods to get wood. There's 6 semi-loads out there to bring in to finish up the tractor on a crane. And we get that track done, we'll start on another one, but we gotta wait for paperwork to go through the government, and the government's a bit slow on their paperwork. If you're listening, government, Biden, when you get in there and sign all them executive orders you're gonna sign, once you sign, hey, getting to work. I'm sorry, Biden 2020, whatever. But he is my president, I guess. I've been told that now. Leave my guns alone, buddy. So anyways, I'll stay off the political mess. I don't really care. It's at this point, I don't really care. But this is hickory. This is our hearts. This is the hearts of the wood, hickory. So, and what we got stacked all around here is the poplar. So when they sold poplar the past couple days, that was the hearts out of them wood. Sorry, it's my first time talking. It's my first day talking, so kind of take it easy on me. And I don't have the hump and a loader like Cowboy Car Crusher does, so you have to kind of bear with me. I'm a little slow here. But I gotta keep the hickory and the poplar separate, Carrie said. Let's see if I can do this. All right, that's hickory, 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 hickory. And the one on my porch, I got one poplar on my porch right now. I'm gonna have to get off my fat butt. Oh, no, yes! I can be lazy. All right, so we did get the hickory separated from the poplar. Woo, I'm about to lose off my porch. I'm sorry, it's my first time. So we keep this separated going into the pallet room, so we run the pallet. We run our pallet operation, pallet stock operation. We don't make pallets. They can keep their species separated. You gotta keep them separated. So now we'll go. So what we're doing is the trucks is not cycling in yet. So all we're doing this morning is organizing things. We spit out a naily chunk. Pooh had to, Pooh hit nails with the head saw. We don't have a metal detector, which is not good, but yeah. Okay. Let me put a few more of these chunks on there. You don't want to beat. Now these are beef up chunks, what these are called. Yesterday we saw poplar. Pooh on the head saw was out running the resaw on poplar, long poplar. So what he does is we throw some hickory on while he's doing that, because when you get on short hickory, or any hickory for that matter, it's hard for the head saw to keep the resaw fed. I think. I don't know. I'm not into sawing good on that respect. talking out my butt. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about doing one thing and talking about doing another. And I ain't doing nothing. How you doing, Alex? All right. He's thinking, what are you doing, Tater? All right, let's see. He said Tater is loco. Tater is loco. Loco la cabeza. Oh, what is that? Okay, that's double B's. Okay. You good? Okay. Now, this here was a hard, so when Derek ran that run, and I'm not used to where the clamp ends up on this. Look at that. Forks are too short for a stupid loader. It's a rental. I tell you, that's one thing. You know, these guys are trying to sell this loader to somebody, and this will be a good loader for somebody, but it's not tuned and ready to roll. This loader needs work yet. It needs forks. It's not ready to be a loader yet. That's why I don't get that stuff. I don't know. I don't sell equipment, so I don't know if that's part of equipment or what, but you got to in my world, well, it don't seem that way, but I'm precise in my job, or try to be. And having your machine tuned and ready to go is part of the job. Now see, we done this because we had to turn it around. Because the feeder on the pallet room feeds off this side. So when we get it even ended, that's what they're talking about. Different links coming off a row case onto a transfer chain. It's gonna drop everything to the end from the row case. So it gets even ended, that's what we call that. Even ended to one side. Well, then the guy feeding it down here, he's on the other side. So you have to turn it around. And that's what I had to do there on that piece that, you know, in the center there. God dang it, I don't know how to talk right. The piece I set it down on, that cross chunk, I set it down there because you got to turn it around and even end it to the other direction. Oh yeah. And we got another fork truck with a brake problem. Stevie and Roger and Big Meat rebuilt the cylinder, the steering cylinder. Big Meat's bored. He's sitting at home bored. So I said, hey, just come in, fart around, help us a little bit. He just, all he does is just basically tells us what to do. And he likes to come in and sit there and hang around a couple hours in a day just to fart around. To be around people. He's by himself, he's lonely. His wife's taking care of her dad. Jody's taking care of her dad. So Big Meat's lonely. I said, well, come in, we're lost. We don't know what the hell we're doing. So he comes in and buys us. So he come in and buys Stevie and Roger yesterday. And he's gonna come in for an hour or two this morning and advise me on this fork truck job. It ain't but a couple hours. He said, Tater, it's just me and the dog. He said, I'm pretty lonely. I said, well, we're pretty ignorant, so watch out, kitty. That dog's got a death wish. All right, let's get some hickory. And there's this chunk down here that's been debarked. See that log that's been, the bark's been took off? All right, that log was a 14-footer. Boo sawed into a 16-penny nail with it this morning. And I cut the chunk off with pudding. That son of a buck is running sweet. My saw's chattering because it's filed for poplar. But boy, it's hungry. It's ready for something. See these short forks? You got it. I got Eli's 544 running. yesterday, or me and Big Meat got her fired up the other day. I come out yesterday, buzzed around with it, and burnt some of the paint off the exhaust manifold. And I'm here to tell you that son of a buck's a runner. And with the forks on it, it can outpack this thing. And this is a bigger loader. Of course, my rear end's bobbing up and down the whole time, where this one's set's planted. So many different things to this business. Even just doing this, sawing. This part of the job, this part of the company's got so many moving parts. It's just amazing how it all comes together. And the teamwork of your men, it's where people ties in quite well. Oh, come on. That's why I'm attracted to the sawmill side, is the people. I like the people. Well, I like the people in the woods too. But in the woods, you're more... Being in the woods ain't like truck driving, but it ain't... Cutting timber's almost like truck driving. You're kind of by yourself. You don't have a lot of people around you. Now here, doing a loader, that's kind of an isolated job, but inside that building, man, there's a bunch of people. Damn, Harwick, you're getting behind on that. Derek must have run a run of cans in. Harwick's behind on the edger. But the loader man kind of organizes things. That's what he's supposed to do. They pull some of his trash down. Well, let's go get some more chunks and put on their deck for them. Derek's gonna be out of beef up in no time. But we don't have a lot of hickory to saw. We just need to get it cleaned up. The hickory and the soft maple we're gonna get cleaned up this week, maybe. So we're gonna do a push out. What a push out is where the lumber room changes out from one species to another. Let me run this chain back. He can't handle that. He don't need to tear up equipment like that. He needs it on one layer thick is what he needs. But I don't want to See, he ends up, as they get their hearts ready to run out, like they're doing there, where they run out their flitches, we call that flitches. It's like 2 5/8 by wide or 3" by wide. That's how we get rid of her hearts. And he's got to concentrate when they get the cants sawed down to where all that's left is just to slice flitches out of it, because it's all coal wood that's left. He's got to concentrate that on that deck I just threw them logs on. So if you put the logs all the way to the end that I was just putting on there, he'll end up dumping them off on that 4x4 because he ain't got enough room to do his business. So you got to leave him room for his business also. But they'll end up gobbling that up because that machine, the resaw's outrunning the head saw, and it's hickory. Did I not turn this around? I didn't turn this around. That's all right. It'll be all right. I'll turn the next bunch around twice if that make carry. Carry that next bunch, I'll turn around twice, okay? We've got extra people out the butt right now. That's just the way it is in this business. You get down there on the line, the production line, there on the green chain, it seems like you get extra people, and then one day you get nobody, and the next day you get too many. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to adjust that. That's just people. Some days, like we was on Red Oak last week, and hell, I pulled lumber with Steven all day. And because we didn't have enough people, we was 4 people short. And then today, we got 2 or 3 people extra. It's just, you just don't know about people. You don't know when they, and I love them, but you don't know when they're gonna be there. Let's give him a little bit of hickory, and then we'll shut this off. I'll get out of the loader and go in the shop for a while. Work on that fork truck. But here's take a quick tour of the yard. This is January. Well, this is inauguration day. They got all the razor wire set up so Biden can accept his presidency. That's something I'd be proud of as president. Have to get inaugurated behind razor wire, but that's just teach their own, I guess. But anyways, there's the piles. And here's piles over here. Beautiful. We got a lot of red oak. Anybody looking for some red oak, we got a lot to sell. And ash. Anybody need some ash? It ain't going extinct, but it's going to be very low quantities for a long time. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gosh, I love this. Look at all that soft maple. We're getting ready to tear into these bricks. This is soft maple. 2 bricks of that, so y'all can see it. There should still, yep, our old bricks of pallet wood still here. Wow, looks damn good. Boys, we got the wood today. We have got the wood at this unit. We had our peak inventory on 15th of January this year. Usually our peak inventory is towards the end of December. But with the good weather we've had, we've been able to get inventory in here up through the first part of January. It's the biggest inventory and the most expensive inventory this company's ever had. Thanks to Big Daddy's Timber, and Big Daddy buys the timber, and thanks to the good loggers. Having Derek and Robin around made a big difference this year. And me and Stevie and Junkie and Raji getting better at our job. And of course, Big Mama and Big Daddy, they're good at their job anyways. They've been good at their job, that's why they're still here. Oh, look at that. That's a pile. If I had a set of forks on this thing, I'd really have the rear end bobbing off the ground. I love it. I love this loader. It just needs a set of forks on it. But it's too expensive for our blood. We're a sawmill company and you gotta learn to live within your means. There's one thing we've learned the hard way around this company, is when you got to make enough money for you and the bankers both, it's hard to make a living in this business. And you get into this stuff, you get into this trap with this equipment, you buy it all brand new, and a lot of people do that to keep their employees happy and stuff like that and keep things moving. A lot of people do it to stay clean, because they want their job to be a clean one. But your equipment does nothing but devaluate, and you end up paying the interest money to the banks. So you end up paying Wall Street a premium just so you can get to do business. So we learned to live within our means, and our means is not, we're not a good enough company, or we're a good company, don't get me wrong, but we've not got enough generations behind us yet to be able to run new equipment and stuff like that and make it pan out on our come on. I don't know the term you're supposed to use, where they're pan out on our balance sheet, I guess you should say. It just don't make financial sense. Oh yeah. The loaders we need to be running right now is the J's. That's where we need to be as a company. We need to be in the J series or the first of the K cat series, I think. Hey! But I tell you what, I really like a J loader, so. And we need to be running 624 loader. But my point is, you buy a brand spanking new one, it does nothing but depreciate. And if you buy it with borrowed money, well then all the money you're going to hope to make with that loader, you're paying to Wall Street. So, you know, my whole thing is, if you can't afford a car, drive a scooter. You know, and if someday you'll afford a car. So we're not loading a log deck with a scooter by any means. We do have them G loaders, but we just use them to load mulch trucks and stuff like that. But we got to go through the J's right now, I believe. We still ain't done with their loader situation. That's what I'm trying to say. We're not done with the loader situation. We ain't going to get this K. This is too rich for our blood. And it's got that poop eater on it. If it was about $20,000 cheaper, we'd probably be more enticed to go with it. But depending on what our new president does, we might be jumping at the bit to buy one of these loaders with a shit eater on it. You know, you don't know what kind of regulations are going to pass. There's going to be some. So we'll just have to readdress that. This loader situation is not settled. Hey, I want to get this bundle for blabbing. this is tight. Mommy said this is tight. We see we moved in bunks back here. Oh, this is tight. Yeah, this is tight. Where's the bander? There it is. We'll band this bundle for Blevin. This loader though, it's a nice one. Whoa, lumber bundle. Don't start that scootin' pootin' stuff. This ain't no scooty pootin' situation. Scooty pooty. Alright, whoa, I'm not too good at this lumber line. Me and this lumber line we don't get along the best. It's got some chintzy parts on it that's made for a fork truck and not this loader. This loader tear this thing into a pretzel. Now, we gotta fix that. Let's fix that daggone lumber bunk because they'll kick out another set of 12 footers and that roller won't be rolled up. Let me get this for these guys. This is how my lumber bunks work. It works off the... See, now I got the idea for these lumber bundles off the daggone Egyptians over there when I was a kid. Yeah, back when I was a kid, these Egyptians would roll stuff around on these rocks, on these... And that's how lumber bundles work. They gotta have this log. And as the bundle comes out, it rolls over that log, and that log transfers that bundle outside here. Then you can band him up and do your thing. I don't know what, my camera was doing something funky. All right. Let me put you on a different position here. I don't know any position is. Alright, now what we did there is we took that bundle of lumber out as a 12-foot bundle of face, which the face is 80%, 83 1/3% clear in that grade of hickory. That's the grade of that board. As far as the face, the looks of the board, it's 83% clear. And that's the grade on that board, that's face, F-A-S. So they kicked that out, and that boat, because that's a full bundle, and that goes over to the tally deck, and they will tally it, which is, you know, that's how we sell it. We make a sale sheet and all that stuff, or sale bill or whatnot, out of the footage of that log, or
That damn lumber. I'm sorry, I looked at that log and I thought log. So therefore I said log. What's going on down there? Derek's investigating something. I don't know. I'm gonna feed Mikey, and then I'm gonna shut this loader down. That mill's got a lot of moving parts on it. And although hickory ain't too hard on the decks or nothing like that, it's hard on our saw cutters. But you saw something like long red oak or big red oak, then you're getting hard on the decks. That's where you'll get your breakdowns on the chains and stuff like that. White oak, red oak. Now hickory's a small enough tree, usually, to where it ain't gonna make problems. But it will be saw problems. It'll be slow. Hickory's always slow because of the saw cutters. Hickory's the hardest species by far we cut. By far. I need to get over here. We got a fork truck. The other fork truck we got, that other Taylor fork truck, that son of a buck has a brake problem. Brakes are messed up in it. They don't have pressure. So we're gonna fix that today. Big Meat's coming in for a couple hours and me and him's gonna try to solve that dilemma while I got him. While he's being bored. These forks are so sharp on this thing, if you don't get it quite right, you'll stab a log. And the loader's got enough power just to split them. And enough rolling mass when you come in with the rolling mass and bam, into that log, you can cut this son of a buck. Set this right here. Hopefully Rick and Ball gets here. Well, I see Rick. No, it's Hartwick. No, I see Rick and Ball's truck.
Hope y'all like this.